evening. So for this pre-recorded video, I'm going to teach you how to do SPS or Safe Payment Schedule. But then I assured you last time, the last time that we've met, that SPS and CPP will give you the same results, no? So ang SPS is just a different method of CPP, no? So pareho pa rin ang lalabas kung magkano yung cash distribution, okay, per installment, no? By the time that you do liquidation, pero by installment, no, magkano yung marireceive ng mga partners, no? Pero pareho lang sila. It's just that different ang methods, no? Pareho ang results, but different ang methods, okay? So, ayun. To do SPS, first, we have to look for the TITE, okay? So, TITE, that is total inside interest, no? Or TITE. TITE na lang daw. Okay? Para hindi masyadong malaswa. So, para makuha ang TITE, you just have to get the capital balance. And of course, kung meron bang payable or receivable yung partnership sa kay partner. Okay? So, tingnan natin. Punta tayo sa illustration. That's page 129. So, makikita mo dito sa baba yung illustration ng Safe Payment Schedule. And as you can see, meron tayong total assets and total liabilities of 500,000. Liabilities and equity rather. Okay? So, to get the capital balance, kukunin mo ito. It comes from the equity portion. Okay? So, A, B, and C. Si A, merong 100,000. Si B, 150,000. Si C, 200,000. Okay? And titingnan natin kung meron bang payables or receivables kay partnership. Okay? So, as you can see, merong payable to B. So, si partnership daw ay may payable to B, meaning to say, si partnership ang may utang kay B. Okay? So, itong payable to B is merong, this is part of the inside interest of B. Okay? So, that becomes an addition. Payable to B, that is 20,000. Okay? So, kung titingnan mo yung sa assets, wala naman, no? Walang receivable from any of the partners, so wala ka nang idadagdag dito. So, this is your total type. Okay? So, that's step 1. Step 2 is for you to get the TOLE. Okay? TOLE. So, that is total outside liabilities and expenses. Okay? So, yung TOLE, guys, meron tayong actual and we also have assumed. Okay? So, meaning to say, ano yung actual mo na losses? You have, first, meron kang liquidation na expenses. So, na ikaw ay mag-liquidate, makaka-incur ka talaga ng liquidation expenses, so that is part of your actual na loss, okay? And second is the loss on realization. So, kapag ikaw ay magbebenta ng asset, let's say, magbebenta ka ng inventory mo. Yung inventory mo, yung carrying amount niya is 100,000, tas yung nabenta mo is 50,000, nabenta mo siya for 50,000 pesos. So, meaning, meron kang loss on realization of 50,000 pesos. Okay? So, yun yung mga actual. Kasi totoo talaga na naka-incur ka ng expenses and losses. Okay? From your transactions. Ang assumed naman, no, it's almost the same as these two. Okay? So, meron kang non-cash asset, no? Non-cash asset na unrealized. And you also have cash withheld for contingent na liquidation expenses. Okay? So, as you could as you can see, okay, this is liquid expenses, this is liquid expenses, no? Pero, ang difference sa kanilang dalawa is that this is assumed, no? So, nag-withheld ka ng cash, hindi ka muna hindi mo muna dinistribute ang cash na ito sa mga partners, no? So, kasi you are thinking that in the future, magbabayad ka pa ng further liquidation expenses. So, hindi mo muna dinistribute sa iyong partners. Okay? So, this is assumed loss. Assumed lang siya, hindi siya actual. Kasi hindi mo naman talaga ito expense pa. Pero assumed lang that in the future, you might have to pay for additional liquidation expenses, no? So, assumed lang siya. And ito, this is loss on realization of non-cash assets. Ito, yung non-cash assets na unrealized, no? So, this is realized, ito, unrealized. Yung realized, yun yung nabenta mo. Paano naman kung hindi mo siya mabebenta? That is unrealized. So, hindi mo siya nabenta, wala kang actual na transaction. So, it's not actual, but rather assumed. So, kung hindi mo siya mabenta, meron kang loss, pero assumed lang. Okay? So, ngayon, kukunin natin kung magkano yung total na tole mo. Titingnan mo muna yung actual mo. So, first is the liquid expense. Second is the loss on realization. Okay? So, balik tayo dito. Tingnan natin ang additional information sa page 130. Ang sabi dito, 75% of AR was collected for only 30,000. Okay? So, ang AR mo daw, magkano bang AR mo? Ang AR mo costs 60,000. Pero, ang na-realize mo lang is 75%. Okay? Meaning to say, meron kang assumed loss, no? Na this is a non-cash asset na unrealized. Meaning to say, sa AR mo, yung 25% rather, ang 25% ng AR mo is assumed loss, no? Hindi mo siya na-realize. Okay? So, magkano ito? So, that is 60,000 times 75%. That is 45,000. Pero nabenta mo siya for 30,000. Okay? Minus 30,000. Ibig sabihin, 45,000 of your AR, na-realize mo lang siya for 30,000. So, meron kang loss on realization na 15,000. Okay? Aside from that, half of the inventory was sold for 40,000. So, titingnan mo dito. Okay? Ito yung inventory mo, 120,000. Okay? Pero half lang yung nabenta mo. Okay? Ibig sabihin, meron kang unrealized na inventory of 50%. Okay? Nabenta mo ito, that is 60,000, pero magkano mo lang nabenta? Only 40,000. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, meron kang 20,000 na loss. Okay. Aside from that, we also have equipment. No, equipment with carrying amount of 200,000 was sold for 120,000. So, yung equipment mo na 200,000 was sold for 120,000. Ibig sabihin, meron kang 80,000 na loss. Okay? Loss on realization. So, that is actual. Ito yung actual, ito yung assumed. Okay? So, getting back, ang equipment mo is 300,000. Only 200,000 ang nabenta mo. Ibig sabihin, meron kang hindi na-realize na 300,000 minus 200,000. Meron kang hindi na-realize na 100,000. Okay? 300,000 minus 200,000. So, this is 60 times 25%. That is 15,000. This is 60,000. This is 100,000. Okay? So, ayun. And then, letter D, 2,000 liquidation expenses were paid. Estimated future liquidation expenses totaled 1,000. Okay? So, meron siyang 2,000 na nabayaran. Ibig sabihin, that is an actual transaction. So, that is part of the liquidation expense na actual mong nabayaran. So, 2,000. Okay? And you have cash withheld for contingent liquidation expense na Magkano daw? 1,000. Okay? And you also have, ayan, meron kang na-retain na cash na 9,000 for potential unrecorded liabilities and anticipated expenses. So you have to add that. That's part of your contingency. Okay? Ayun. So ngayon, magkano lahat ang iyong actual and magkano lahat ang iyong assumed? Okay, so that's 2 plus 15 plus 20. Okay? Yung actual mo na loss and expenses, that is 170,000. Meanwhile, ang assumed mo is that's 185,000. Okay? All in all, magkano yung total mo na tole? Okay, magkano yung total mo na tole? That is 185 plus 117. That's 302. Okay, so ito yung total mo na tole. Ngayon, so this is your third step. Your step 3 is to compare the tite versus your tole to get the CAFD. Okay? So, ang tite mo is for A, B, and C. For A, that's 100K. So, balik tayo dito. Ayan siya ha. Step 1, yung tite mo ito. Okay? Ayan. Okay? Yung tole mo naman is ito. Meron kang 302,000. Okay? So, dapat meron kang total dito. Magkanong total nito? 100 plus 170 plus 200. That is 470. Yung tole mo is 320. Okay? Ay, sorry, 302 rather. 302,000. So, ngayon, itong 302,000 will be divided based on their, kung ano yung agreement nila, of course. So, ano bang agreement nila dito? Ayan, ito. Si A daw, 20%, B, 30%, C is 50%. Okay? So, 20, 20, 30, 50. So, magkano yan? That is 302,000 times 20%. 60.4. 302 times 30%. 90.6. And 50% is 151. Okay? So, yung interest nila, kumbaga, yung interest nila ng mga partners, bawasan mo ng nabayaran mo na liabilities and liquidation expenses. Okay? Ayun. So, bawasan mo siya. Ibig sabihin, ito yung CAFD mo. Ito yung total cash available for distribution mo to your partners. Okay? So, that is 100. That is 39.6K. 79.4K. 49K. 168K. Okay? Ibig sabihin, sa step 3 mo, ito yung first installment. This is January. Okay? This is January. Tama? Ito, oh. That's a January transaction na nag-occur siya noong January. Okay? 20x1. So, ibig sabihin, this is a CAFD, a cash available for distribution for January. Okay? So, ngayon, titingnan natin kung magkano ang i-distribute. So, step 4, distribution. This is A, B, C, then total. Okay? So, meron siyang capital or meron silang tite of 100K, 170K, 200K, and 470K. Okay? So, ngayon, syempre, ang ima-minus mo lang dito, na ikaw ay magsosolve for the distribution, ha? Magkano ang i-distribute mo during your first distribution? Okay? So, ang gagawin mo dyan, Ang babawasan mo lang dyan is yung actual loss mo. Okay? Question, bakit during distribution, bakit actual loss lang ang ibabawas mo? Okay? Kasi ito yung totoong nangyari mo na transaction. Ito yung totoong expenses mo at ito yung totoong loss mo. Okay? So question, anong purpose kung bakit tayo ay nag-solve pa for assumed? Okay? Ang purpose ng assumed is that, no? Itong assumed, inad natin siya sa tole. Okay? Kasi ayaw natin na mag-distribute tayo more than the capacity of the partnership. Okay? So, kumbaga, ikaw ay mag-a-assume na lang na ang total loss mo is 302 and not just 117. Okay? Yung total loss mo is 302 kasi you have assumption na itong 185,000 this will be paid in the future kasi nga installment ito. Okay? Hindi mo alam kung anong mangyayari sa future. So, ang ginagawa mo dyan, hindi mo muna i-distribute itong 185,000 as cash sa mga partners. Kasi you are expecting that you may be able to use this 185,000 for your liquidation and for your payment of liabilities in the future. That is why actual loss lang ang ating ima-minus. Okay? Which is ito, 117,000. Okay? So, i-proportion natin sila based on their agreement. Okay? Which is 20, 30, and 50. So, that is 23.4, 35.1, 58.5K. Okay? Ayun. So, ngayon, makukuha mo na, okay, kung magkano yung interest nila before distribution. So, before distribution, si A, meron siyang 76.6K, B, 134.9K, C, 141.5K, okay, and 353K. Okay? So, ngayon, question, ito bang lahat i-distribute mo? The answer is no. Okay? Kaya nga kinuha natin dito sa step 3 kung magkano ang CAFD sa January. Okay? Kinuha natin siya. Bakit? For the purpose na malaman natin kung magkano yung totoong i-distribute natin na cash. Kasi nga, hindi mo i-distribute lahat. Kasi nga, meron ka pang transactions in the future. So, hindi mo siya i-distribute lahat ngayon. Okay? Kasi installment yung transactions mo. Okay? So, I hope na nagets mo. Okay? So, yung first distribution niya is only ito. 168,000 lang ang pwedeng i-distribute. Okay? So, 168,000. 39.6, 79.4, 49,000. So, ngayon, magkano yung, okay, magkano yung tite nila as of February 1. Now, after the first distribution, nung January, magkano yung tite nila pagdating sa February 1? So, that is 37K, 55.5K, 92.5K, and 185K. So, ngayon, question, may tumatawag, okay? Question, magkano naman ang i-distribute mo pagdating sa February? So, titingnan natin ulit. Okay? So, gagawa ka ulit ng second, no, na step 3. So, S3.2. That is it should be S2.2 rather. Okay? S2.2. So, kukunin mo yung tole. Okay? Kukunin mo yung tole pagdating sa February. Okay? So, yung tole is composed of actual. Tama? Actual and assumed. So, titingnan mo yung actual mo na liquidation expenses, loss and realization. yung assumed mo na unrealized, non-cash asset, and yung cash withheld mo. Okay? Ayan. So, nasa page 132 ang ating second, no? February 20x1 na transactions. So, sabi dito, 10,000 was collected on the remaining accounts receivable. The balance was deemed uncollectible. Okay? So, sa AR daw, 10,000 was collected on the remaining accounts receivable. Bakit? Magkano bang remaining accounts receivable? That is 15,000. Okay? Ayun. Diba kasi 75% ang na-realized niya? So, ang remaining niya na unrealized is 25%. That is 15,000. Okay? 15,000. Pero ngayon, okay, nakolekta niya lang for 10,000. Ibig sabihin, meron siyang actual, no? This is an actual loss and realization of 5,000 for AR. And then, letter B, the other half of inventory was sold for 20,000. Ang inventory mo was sold daw. Magkano ba yung half mo? That is 60,000. 60,000 ang naiwan. Kasi nabenta mo siya nung January. Yung half niya, nabenta mo ng January. So, half na lang ang nabenta mo ngayong February. Magkano niya nabenta? Na-sold niya daw for 20,000. Okay? Nabenta niya for 20,000. So, meron kang 40,000. How about the equipment? Yung equipment mo daw, the remaining items of equipment were sold for 30,000. Magkano ba yung remaining niya nung January? That is, meron siyang unrealized na 100,000. Okay? Meron siyang unrealized na 100,000 pero nabenta niya lang for 30,000. Okay? Ibig sabihin, meron siyang loss na 70,000. Okay? And liquidation expenses and previously unrecorded liabilities were paid, which is 10,000. So ito siya actual, no? Actual na nagbayad ka, no? So, actual na binayaran mo, 10,000. So, ngayon, wala namang sinabi dito na nag-withhold pa siya ng cash, okay? Ang sinabi niya dito, the liquidation process ended on February 28, 20x1. Okay? Wala naman siyang remaining na unrealized. First of all, wala naman siyang remaining na hindi pa na-realize. Na-realize niya lahat. Okay? Pero na meron siyang unrealized, syempre, isasama niya dito. No? Pero ngayon, sabi dito, nag-end na daw yung liquidation process. Ibig sabihin, wala na siyang unrealized. At wala na siyang withhold na cash. Ibig sabihin, wala siyang assumed loss. No? Kapag na mag-e-end ang liquidation process. No? So, magkano ito? That is 125,000. Okay? Ibig sabihin, ito siya, lahat ay actual. Okay? That is an actual loss. So, lahat sila, balik tayo sa step 4, lahat sila ay makaka-absorb ng actual na loss. So, this is the actual loss nung January. Ito naman yung actual loss sa February. Magkano yun? That is 125,000. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, by February, or yung final niya na distribution is 18,000 rather. 18,000 and 30,000, which is composed of 60,000. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, guys, ito yung kanyang distribution during January, ito yung distribution niya during February. And I'm pretty sure that this has the same amount, no, as the CPP. Okay? Yung CPP, yun yung na-discuss last time. Na kung i-check mo ulit, kung ikaw ay kukuha ng CPP, ito din yung amount. Okay? Dapat same ang amount nila. Okay? Yun yung sinasabi ko that worry not when it comes to, kung pupunta ka man ng exam na wala kang alam regarding sa SPP, you don't have to worry too much, no? Kasi as long as you know the CPP, you will do just fine. Okay? CPP is actually, it's easier, okay? It's easier than SPS. So, yun lang. Yung purpose ko actually of giving you a pre-recorded video is for the sake that you have knowledge about it, no? Although kung it's already too late, no? At least that in the future meron kayong pre-recorded video na pwedeng balikan. Okay? Pero you don't have to worry too much, no? Okay? So that's it. Thank you so much.